Hello everyone, XShankyX here, and today I thought I would make a video going through a little experiment that I wanted to try with DALL-E and AI image generation. If you're like me and you're interested in AI image generation, but you're not really sure where to start or you just kind of want some examples of what it can do, then this is a good video for you. So what I've done here in this experiment is I've used the same prompt, but I varied the style of the output. And I got some interesting results out of it and got some good insights. And I hope that these insights can help somebody out there who's also interested in AI art. So we'll start with our first example here. The prompt that we used was a path through the woods, which was pretty simple. And then at the end of it, we did comma and then the art style that we wanted. So this first one here is a path through the woods claymation. And I think it came out pretty well. I actually really like this one. All the claymation ones were pretty creepy, honestly. This was the best one of the four that it generated. Um, so we have that there. Now we're going to move on to the next one. So this is a path through the woods abstract 2D. And the abstract 2D I noticed um, can help give you a different output depending on what art style you use. That'll come up again later when we get to one of my favorite styles, which is vaporwave. So this was the best one that I saw. You know, you can see what's going on here. It is a path through the woods. I think it does look pretty good in my opinion. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. Here is a path through the woods colored pencil, which does look like a colored pencil rendering. All the colored pencil ones didn't come out very good. It could be just the nature of the prompt. But here's what the colored pencil kind of looks like. Next, we have digital art. This was one of the favorite ones that I generated, not just of this style, but all of them. Uh, Definitely gives you a cool feeling just looking at it, you know? So this is digital art. Next up, we've got isometric, which definitely looks like you would see it in some sort of isometric video game. It's a little rough around the edges, but this is what the isometric uh, suffix gave us. Next is pixel art. I really liked this one. It's again something that you may see in a pixelated video game, walking through the woods. Uh, Again, same prompt of Path Through the Woods, but this is with the pixel art uh, suffix added to it. This is another one of my favorites. So this is the stained glass uh, suffix added to the prompt that we've been using. And just take a minute to look at this one because I really do like this one. It's a cool one. And moving on, we've got ukiyo-e. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but another one of my favorites. So this is actually the second one that I generated, and we're gonna go ahead. We'll look at the first one I generated, which was this one. So I chose the ukiyo-e style, Path Through the Woods. I think this looks very real, like someone made it. I really like this one. But when I saw it, I was like, well, you know, I kind of wanted some more of a bright color. So as a little extra add-on, I then created the second prompt, which was ukiyo-e with bright colors. And this one is actually one of my favorites. And that might not be uh, a universal opinion, but I really like how this one turned out. So if you're making stuff out there and you want a little bit extra pizzazz, maybe try the ukiyo-e bright colors or just the regular one. Because again, I like this one a lot too. Next, one of my favorite suffixes to add. like I said, is Vaporwave. Again, this is the second attempt at Vaporwave, and I'm going to show you the first attempt again. First, this is the first attempt, and you can see that the AI generator basically just tried to take a real image and add some vapor wavy colors to it. And I like this one, but I was thinking more of a two-dimensional in my head. And so what I did was I just took the vaporwave and then I added 2D to it. And this is what we got. And this one is more what I was imagining in my head, and I really like this one here. So again, that's Vaporwave, A Path Through the Woods, Vaporwave 2D, and A Path Through the Woods, Vaporwave. Next up is watercolor. So this is the very first one that I did, and what kind of got me started on this idea. So this is A Path Through the Woods watercolor, and I keep saying this, but I really like this one too. And I think out of all of them, my top three would be number one, number two, and number three. There's just something about that watercolor that I really like. Anyway, this is not an exhaustive list of all the different styles and suffixes that you can use by no means, and I'm sure you know that. But for those out there that are interested, it can kind of give you a good starting place and a good idea of some different examples you could try to get the images that you're looking for. And I hope it helped, and I hope that you have a great day.